Hey, what's up, everybody? Real quick message before the video starts. Due to some unfortunate circumstances and something that I can't fix, YouTube is going to be shutting down this channel. So I started a new channel. I put the link in the description down below the video. If y'all could, roll over there, go subscribe. I'm going to start uploading videos to that channel in about 2 weeks. We're going to keep rolling. We're not going to stop. We're not going to let YouTube shut us down. Thanks.
Mr. Pepper, again, thanks for being here. As you know, I've been focused on concerns about PFAS, and I want to ask you about that as well. How are the regulatory requirements from EPA driving up operating costs for water systems? So this is PFAS and other ways in which EPA regulations drive up costs.
Regulatory environment right now is expanding. The lead copper rule has been revised, requiring that we get lead service lines out. We all appreciate that has to happen, but it's very expensive, and the amount of money that's been designated for lead line replacements is woefully inadequate. I think that you throw in PFAS on top of that, both at the MCL level as well as at the CERCLA level, and that becomes just an unsustainable perfect storm. It just can't, and we all want clean water, and we want safe, affordable drinking water, but there has to be an approach that allows that. I make the statement a lot, and I'll go on the record. No system in the United States is sustainable on rates alone. It has to include funding from other sources, whether that's other taxes, the loan grant programs, all of that. And the regulatory environment just adds that additional cost layer. And a lot of the systems, especially that we work with in Wyoming, with the redundant number being under 500 in population, just do not have the expertise to address a lot of that. So that's where our technical assistance comes in and helps, because we're able to provide that gap, if you will, of people who can fill in and do the work, help and assist in doing that. As well as keeping it affordable, because all of our services are provided free of charge to the systems. But I do think the regulatory environment, if you look at the old public health advisory for PFAS being at 70 parts or 90 parts per trillion, dropping it to 4 parts. We have had a couple rounds of testing in Wyoming that were done when the protocols were not that great, and so there were a lot of lab errors and whatnot. But we did have some detects at under the public health advisory level.
So were the detects at 40 to 70 parts per trillion, or were they at the 4 parts per trillion?
Both. We had some that were detect, and so you have to assume they were low enough to have a detect.
And if something is detected, does it have to be addressed?
Well, that's the million-dollar question. We don't know. Not all the PFAS, PFOA, PFOS compounds cause health issues. I think they've identified 6 that they're going to try and create the MCL for. Our focus on the MCL is that it will then cause the tax or the ratepayers to pick up the tab to cure that violation.
Okay, so you mentioned the MCLs, but you also mentioned CERCLA. So the role of CERCLA in this is that water systems could bear the liability costs, correct? If EPA moves forward with designating certain PFAS compounds as hazardous substances?
Correct, and that's, if we look at it as a hazardous waste product, the cost to do that is severe. In Wyoming, the closest lab that would be able to do any of that testing is Cincinnati. So you've got the shipping costs, you've got the hold times, you've got all the issues of lab testing. The closest Subtitle C hazardous waste disposal site is in Utah. And thinking of, and there isn't anything close enough, so I can use this one. Sundance, from Sundance to Salt Lake is a heck of a trek.
Yes, it
and so all that hazardous material would be expensive as all get out to transport. And the liability to clean it up then marked as a hazardous waste site would be astronomical. And like I said, it would probably price those communities out of existence.
And normally, under CERCLA, the polluter pays, but if the substance is there and the polluter can't be identified, the ratepayer could pay, correct?
Correct, correct. And that's where we run into non-point source pollution, when you can't find that person. There are some programs out there.
Hey, before you click on the next video, if y'all could do me a big favor and hit that like button. The algorithm loves it, and so do I, because it helps promote these videos and get the message out about what our government has been doing. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications, because every time I put out a video, you want to know about it, right? Thanks again, and have a good one. See you on the next one. Peace.